Thank you guys for coming out. All right, you already noticed, I'm handicapped. It's obvious, I was born with a lazy ass. Doctor told my parents I should grow out of it. As you can tell, I grew right into it. It's been a crazy year. I was involved in a car accident. They were in the Geo Metro. I stepped off of the curb. Where you going, little buddy? I'm all right. Metro was totaled. They tried to say it was my fault. They said I darted into traffic. This year for Lent, I gave up my New Year's resolution. No, I'm trying to lose weight. I really am. Because I read in Maxim magazine, for every 25 pounds I'm overweight, my penis will appear a quarter inch smaller. If I do the math, I think it means I have a vagina. Now, if I reverse engineered it and lost a lot of weight, that would mean I'm black. That's a fun already. Oh, yeah, I'm a big guy, I know. I enjoy being a big guy. Every time I see a bouncy house full of children, I'll do a cannonball right around that airbag. And children love it. They fly like popcorn. I only had one kid complain. All he had to say was, "Get off of me!" I do hate going into big and tall stores because I'm short and fat. As a child, my mom would hem my pants, but she wouldn't hem the length of my pockets. So everything would fall to my ankles. And when I walked, I sounded like a gunslinger. Like, chink, chink. Now, that's not a racial slur. That's onomatopoeia. Oh, man. I am trying to lose weight. My problem is I have bad eating habits. I really do. Like, I will eat a ton of junk food right before I go to bed when I smoke pot. It's okay. It's medical marijuana. I have to smoke it to control my anorexia. I'm winning. One day at a time. I've learned though, that pot has negatively affected my ability to exercise. It's true. You see, our bodies take the active ingredient in marijuana, which is THC, and it stores it in our fat cells. So when I burn calories, I get high. And I sweat so much, people next to me get contact highs. You're welcome. But hey, little public service announcement. If you do smoke marijuana, do not watch the Food Network. I'll walk around shopping stage for 3 hours. Man, y'all got any saffron? I drink mostly now. I don't do my pots. I'm getting older. I turned 42 this year. Hey, thank you. And I found out I could still party like I did when I was in my 20s. I also found out I could not recover like I did when I was in my 20s. I get upset now when I wake up in the wrong city. On an unfamiliar bathroom floor with graffiti written on my face in Spanish. Pendejo, culero, chupacabra. That's my handwriting. I love drinking games. Growing up, college, quarters, 3-man, bury the dead hooker. Good, clean fun. I'm surprised Parker Brothers never came up with a drinking board game. You know, it's just like parodies of the classics, like Hungry, Hungry Hippo, Thirsty, Thirsty Wino. Instead of chutes and ladders, it would be shots and bladders. And of course, sorry, Mom. And of course, there would be Drunkopoly. The game pieces would be like the dog, the shoe, a wrecked car, and a pregnancy test. Monopoly had those great cards, community chess, and Drunkopoly would be community service. The best one would read, arrested while waiting for the stop sign to turn green. Well, I like shots. Oh, I love shots. Tequila, any tequila drinkers? Yeah. I have never had a bad night on tequila that I can remember. I have woken up in the drive-thru at a Wendy's with a sheriff's officer pounding on my door. Are you drunk? No, I'm just hungry. You want to go to jail? I just want to go home. But I'm slowing that down. I'm getting older. I have children now. Oh, guys, and I do apologize if I look tired. One of my children, or one of my child, my daughter, she's teething. And my nipples are killing me. An unconsolable baby will drive you crazy. But one of those quiet blue ones will freak you out. I read in a book about raising children that says we can change the way our minds work by listening to classical music. So I put on some classical music and see what it was like. And it was Wagner. And as soon as it ended, I wanted to invade Poland. But I'm lazy, so I just made my kids take a shower. Terrible. I have a question to ask you. Are y'all mothers at this table? Let me ask you. Oh, you don't have any children? Oh, well, there are other mothers in the room. Oh, you have any kids? Have you ever did the, three? A little older, going out age children. Oh, 3 adult children. Oh, God, you look so young. Have you ever did the go put on clean underwear before you leave? Why? My mom did that to me. She said, in case you have an accident, if I have an accident bad enough that other people are going to see my underwear, it's not going to matter that they're clean. And I just can't picture me in the hospital and the doctor comes out to the emergency room, looks at my mother. He says, Mr. Arredondo, your son is fine. My mother's going to look and go, yes, but how about his underwear? We couldn't save it. The police officer guessed he was doing over 100 miles an hour by the skid marks. Oh, it's football season, people. I love football. I'm from Texas. So I love all high school, pee wee, college, pro. Just love it. I remember when I was a little kid, I asked my dad if I could play. He said I had to get a job. I was like, okay. Kind of Mr. Miyagi slave labor technique, I guess. I was a little kid, so I thought, paper boy, shoe shine boy. Not my father. He got me a job roofing in Houston during the summer. I used to be white. They would send me up to drum up business. They're like, walk around till you find some hail damage. Well, there's any hail damage, keep walking. Oh, man, I love football. Wasn't any good, but I tried. Like, my best tackle in football happened during a flag football game. Took that girl right out of her shoes. Pom-poms went flying. Anybody play at fantasy football? Yeah. Why? Yeah. It's fun. It's addictive. It's more addictive than sushi. But that's before I started to play. I didn't like it. Because my buddy's like, Shaun, you should play. It's awesome. I study every player in each position, in each team, in each division before the season even starts. Then I play my draft, and then I make a pick, and then I watch every game all weekend long through February. Doesn't that sound awesome? No. That sounds like my first semester in college. No. Your idea of fantasy and mine are completely different, dude. My idea of fantasy football would be me being tackled by Sandra Bullock. A lot. Damn, girl, you caught me again. You're so strong. Make a muscle. All right, fantasy football. It's gone crazy. There are now other fantasy sports. Baseball, basketball, hockey. There is even fantasy NASCAR. I know. I would play. Of course, it still involves Sandra Bullock. Most of the driving will be dumped in the back seat. NASCAR, any NASCAR fans? No. If you ever get the opportunity to go, I was the same way. I didn't like it, just like I didn't like fantasy football. But I went out and actually camped out at one of the events. And it is incredible. It is like Mardi Gras every weekend from like February to November. It's crazy. I mean, beer is flowing, beads are flying around, boobs are flopping. I mean, this one guy had a sign that said, "Show us your tits for beer." It was hot. It was in Texas. It was very hot. These guys cheat. Have you heard about this? They like the racers will actually tell you, you ain't cheating, you ain't racing. One year, this guy, they found in his car was the equivalent of rocket fuel. You can't get away with that. Everyone's going to know. And you, gentlemen, start your engines. Bubba. We'll keep picking on them. I love sports. I love all types of sports. But I'm just not any good at them. No. As a child, my dad put me in Golden Gloves, but I had quit. My ability to defend myself couldn't keep up with my ability to talk trash. Football, like I told you about the mess I made in football. After college, I got into rodeo. After college, like 30 years ago, back when I was I did aero bowls for 3 years, and I never had a serious knee injury because I always landed on my head. Now, my career in bull riding ended when I met when I met my wife. Turns out she's a lot more fun to ride. She actually liked it when I slapped her with my free hand, but I still got off after 8 seconds. Cowboy, not so much. My wife, is incredible. She has a PhD in molecular biology. I got a degree in art. I majored in macaroni. She makes more money than I do. And that kind of is hard for a lot of men to accept. Not me. I embrace it. I know my role. I'm a trophy husband. These are real. All natural. She's amazing. She has funny beliefs. Like this little groove in our upper lip. She says we get that. When our guardian angel comes to us the first time, it says, because we're crying in our mother's womb. Oh, I have dimples. I think I got those when that guardian angel had to come back. Shut up! For the love of God, quit crying. I still remember my wife came into me. John, we need to get serious about having a baby. I didn't know we were just practicing. But it didn't work. We had to go to a fertility clinic, which terrified me because that meant I had to have a fertility test. And y'all know I don't like studying. And the reason is the results of this is kind of a reflection of the man I am. Kind of a result of my manhood. And I already know. I don't know how to swim. Oh, my little swimmers be hanging around the shallow end of the test tube, wearing t-shirts. That's a fat joke. But the nurses were awesome. And what was awesome also, they're funny because they got the rookie to give me instructions on how to turn in my specimen. She was sweating just as much as me. She's like, Mr. Arredondo, once you make your collection, you must deliver to the lab within 45 minutes for best effect. I said, like pizza? She said, okay. I couldn't wait. I had my little brown bag. She is on the other side of that glass door. And at the top of my lungs, all right, who ordered the hand-tossed zesty Mexican? Meat lovers. No coupons. Oh, I love family. Please love your family. Try to get to meet them every day. I recently lost my grandmother. She used to whip me with an iron fly swat. No, she was 102 years old. Yeah, she was something else. And so the doctor said there's no one to blame, natural causes. All I'm going to say is, before Barack Obama was president, I had a grandma. You know, man, I was a Republican. Hey, I voted for Obama because I wanted change. I'm now unemployed. After that car accident I had earlier, I went to the doctor, and she really tried her hardest not to sound like a racist when she looked me in the eye and said, "You really don't appear to be Mexican." So I stabbed her. I saw some of the looks in your faces. Y'all looked at me like, look, he must be one of those stereotypical Muslim Hawaiian comics. Aloha. Like mahalo. And I have an identity crisis because I'm actually Spanish and Mexican. And Spanish don't like Mexicans sometimes. I know because I called this one Spanish guy a Mexican and he said, "Mexicans do my yard." And I went, "Damn, Dad, you are sure mean drunk." I like making fun of the stereotypes because they're not true unless we give them strength. But some of us do that very well. My wife and I were walking into a Walmart and this guy had a tattoo from ear to ear that said, "Martinez." And my wife looked at him and goes, "I guess he couldn't afford the pickup truck." I laughed so hard. But my wife's white, so I had to stab her. Now, we're going to start talking about something close to heart in APL. I love what APL does. The dog that's been most important in my life, his name is Bishop, and he's a rescue dog as well. Yeah, he's something else. It's awesome because he's my bud. You know, as he grew up, I kind of grew up too. And he would eat the things I would eat. And we'd watch the same movies and drink the same beer. Oh, and he's kind of a smart ass. He's a Shepherd Sheltie mix. That's what they thought he was. And, we were kind of hoping for like a big Sheltie, and what we got was a Sheltie nose on a shepherd head and body. Or as I like to say, a really goofy looking dog. He had jowls, and we didn't clip his ears, so whenever he shook his head, it sounded like this. He's adorable, but he was goofy looking. But he was mischievous. Oh, God. And he loved it when I'd watch scary movies. Because as soon as the movie was over and I turned the lights off, he'd start barking at the closet. Do you see that? That's an American Indian in your closet. I think there's a clown underneath your bed. He was horrible. He'd jump in the bed, like looking at the headboard, like, wow, that's really cool. You remember that movie, The Ring? He snuck in the kitchen and called my cell phone. Not cool. I finally caught him, put my hand in his water bowl. That's no, not cool at all. That was it. We ate the same things, which I didn't realize how kind of bad that is for dogs. I had one of the only dogs that showed signs of heart disease. We'll go outside and he's like, it's hot. Why is it so hot? And my paw, it feels fuzzy. This one's okay. I can't feel this paw. He eats my food. What's his favorite addiction? The garbage. He knows he's not supposed to, but he can't wait to get in there. And I can't catch him in the act, so I'll get close. Like one night, I heard him. Didn't even turn on lights. Just ran to the kitchen, flipped on the light. All I saw was this brown blur of his tail. Now, we just put Pergo in. Bishop, I can hear his claws. He walks all the way through the living room and down the hall, comes right back next to me on the other side of the kitchen, and tries to look surprised. Dude! He has an empty butter wrapper stuck to the side of his head. I think your house is haunted, man. I will leave y'all with this. My wife loves Bishop too. And she's always worried he's going to be bored. So she leaves the TV on for him. How many of y'all do that? What channel y'all leave it on? Animal Planet. Why? Why not the Food Network? Some of those shows on Animal Planet are scary. That's okay, because when I leave the house, I'll change it to Telemundo. And by the time we get home, Bishop's making margaritas, my truck is on blocks, and there are puppies everywhere. Guys, I'm Shaun Arredondo. Y'all been a great audience. Thank you.